Superkartspt.
Basil, g'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How you going?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, we're really excited. We're getting the final coat on your shed.
Well, we're at the final stretch.
We are.
So before we talk about the final stretch, let's talk what's happened over the last 2 days.
This particular shed was really good, Rusty, because you had this a lovely new slab poured. And you had some saw cuts, and there was, like every concrete slab, there was some cracks in it. We prepped all that. Prepped all the cracks, which is a really critical part of the process. So we patched up all the cracks, and we actually patched up the saw cuts as well. We ground the entire thing with the right diamonds, and then we, on day 2 we coated it with some epoxy.
Yes.
And we've been broadcasting. We broadcasted the flake in there to rejection. And today we're at the final stage, which is sealing it up with the polyaspartic. Because we broadcast the flake yesterday, today we have to sand it all back so it's nice and smooth, and then we vac up all the residue. And now we're at the stage where we're actually applying the polyaspartic. And polyaspartic's an amazing material. It's the newest technology. It's cutting edge.
Yep.
In terms of technology. People have been using epoxy up until now, but epoxy yellows over time. All epoxies do. So, you know, if you've got this beautiful, you know, floor that you've got here, over a period of time, if you used epoxy, it would start to go yellow. And epoxy has absolutely no elasticity to it at all, so it's quite brittle. Whereas polyaspartic, which is a very new technology, has elasticity to it, so it makes it more impact resistant, and it'll never ever change colour. So you can get many decades of your cars looking sensational on this floor. You don't have to worry about dropping oil on it.
Yep.
And so easy to maintain.
All right, well, I want to say to you, Basil, and to all the guys that have been working over the last 3 days at my place, thank you very much for that.
Pleasure, Rusty.
The job is just fantastic, and I'm just over the moon and so excited about being able to just get into this space and live and breathe it and enjoy it for what it is.
Okay, John, g'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How you going?
Good, thank you, Rusty. Thank you. Good for that
Now,
interviewing.
we're here at the Dandenong Holden Day, and you've brought your 1969 HT Monaro. Beautiful looking car, mate.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's a bit of a stunner. I've seen it. Different colour for me than your normal Monaro colours, but it's a striking colour. How long have you owned this car for?
I've owned the car for 4 years.
Yeah.
And I bought it from Moorabbin, from a gentleman called Clive Mansell.
You're kidding.
No.
I know Clive.
And it's Clive, he maintained it and looked after it before I did.
Yes.
And we came home from a show and my wife and I said, we'd like to buy a car. So we were just speaking to somebody
Yes.
who knew Clive.
Yep.
And that night he rang Clive and Clive had this car up for sale at Motor Classica.
Yes.
And he said, if the gentleman's interested, if he gives me the reserve, he can have the car tomorrow.
Yep.
We had the car tomorrow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Did you know that I've interviewed Clive at all Monaro Day, the State Monaro Nationals?
This would have been the same car he had there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing, I didn't even know. Because this is actually a South African Monaro.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, what drew you to the Monaro then?
I just like the shape. I've always, when I was younger at 18, I just wanted an EH Holden.
Yep.
And one of my friends had an EH Holden and he swapped it from an EH to a Monaro and I thought, you know what, that looks good.
Yep.
But I never had the finances to do it.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what always been a dream to have one.
Yep.
And when this came up, it was too good an opportunity.
Now, what's it running? 308?
308, it's all stock.
All stock, yes.
All stock. A 308,
Manual or auto?
4-speed manual.
Yes.
Yeah, Saginaw gearbox in it. Yes.
And how do you go driving the manual?
Sometimes you just got to make sure it's in first when you take off and not in reverse. But other than that, good. Yeah.
All right. Now, this is the first time you've owned a Monaro?
Correct, yes.
All right. Now, have you been taken to how long you've owned it for now?
4 years, yes.
Been going to a lot of car shows?
Correct, yes.
All right. Been putting it into to try and win a few awards?
Yes, and we do reasonably well at specialist shows.
Yes.
And we do reasonably well at other shows as well. Yeah.
All right. No worries at all. And how are you enjoying your time here at the Dandenong Holden Day?
What a great atmosphere around here. It looks like a real family day. Everybody's comes up and has a chat to you, and it's excellent weather. Just a great venue, nice and clean.
Yes.
So it's a fantastic venue.
All right. Well, John, I want to say thank you very much for being on Bumper to Bumper. I'm surprised I probably did this car probably about maybe 5-6 years ago, and to still have it stand out and still in immaculate condition with a new owner or a custodian, well done to you, and I appreciate your time for being on Bumper to Bumper.
Thank you, Rusty. Thank you.
Mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bumper to bumper, we love them old cars.